Hey guys, happy new year. My name is Tito. I make videos on personal finance on my other channel. On this channel I talk about other things, like today when I'll be reviewing the new Nollywood film To Freedom. Now, To Freedom is a drama about a married couple, Toby and Shola, and they seem to be happily married, but all of a sudden one night Shola goes missing after going to the supermarket, and her husband Toby is distraught. He can't find her, he looks everywhere, and time passes and he just has no clue as to what happened to his wife. And this film is directed by one of my favorite directors in Nollywood, Biodun Stephen, and the film is interesting in the sense that I don't think I've seen any Nollywood film like this before, where one party goes missing, at least not in recent times, right? So I was a bit compelled by the story or by the plot, and looking at the the performances in this film. It stars Daniel Etim Effiong as the husband Toby, Osas Ighodaro, the lovely Osas Ighodaro, as the wife Shola. It also stars Eso Dike, Jide Kosoko, and Elvina Ibru. And the performances in the film were sufficient. They weren't mind-blowing, if I'm being honest, and I was a bit shocked by that, because if there's one thing that I know about or I've noticed over the years from watching Biodun Stephen's films, the performances are always really very intense and they're very good. I always appreciate the performances in Biodun Stephen's films, but in this one, I felt like I didn't see that Biodun Stephen signature in the movie, and I kept on looking out for it. So that's the acting in this film. The cinematography and the other features of the film. Cinematography was okay, if I'm being honest. The night that Shola goes missing, it's raining, right? And it's there, on the phone. She says it's raining. You hear the sound of rain.
My battery is very low.
Hello, Shola.
Rain, the network.
But forgive me for highlighting this, guys. This is the only spoiler, I promise. The night she goes missing, after that same night when it was raining and she goes missing, her husband Toby, played by Daniel Etim Effiong, goes out to go and look for her, right? And he's driving, around the streets of Lagos, and the streets of Lagos are bone dry. There was no sign of rain, no puddles, no raincoats, no umbrellas, nothing. And this was the same night where it rained and the wife went missing. So there was that oversight. I forget the term now. Continuity. Yes, there was that continuity lapse. And there are one or two others that I noticed which kind of took away from the experience for me. The wardrobe was nice, I did like some of the outfits that the characters wore. And then another thing that I kind of noticed, which I think is just down to style, was how the husband, played by Daniel Etim Effiong, how he treated the whole thing. Because this was a guy who was very in love with his wife, and who was agonized by her going missing, right? And visibly so, Daniel did a good job. But I just feel like I would have handled things differently, in terms of this man being distraught. He was really consumed by his wife going missing and not knowing what happened to her. But it just didn't feel the way it should have felt. It didn't feel organic. For example, there's a scene where he breaks down and he cries, but in that scene there weren't even any tears. I was looking for the tears, I didn't see the tears, and I don't know, I think it's just one of those things that it was down to style, in my opinion. I would have handled that or directed that or had him perform in a more believable manner. I don't know. I think that's the word, believable. I just wasn't really buying it, especially the fact that there were no tears when he finally broke down that his wife was gone. So yeah, but notwithstanding, Daniel Etim Effiong did do a good job. He is a good actor. Yeah, but there were just one or two things that I just felt like they weren't gelling. There was a scene where him and Eso Dike's character had a fight in the office. That too didn't really feel organic. It felt a bit weird. Anyway, let me move on. All in all, the film is a bit intriguing, and there is a twist to it in the final act. But I think the downside is that it takes a bit too long for things to unravel in the movie and for them to get to the twist, because there is a bit of a psychological element. As you're watching this film, you'll be wondering if it's Toby, the husband, who is unstable, or if it's the other people in his life who are unstable. Because sometimes you think he's irrational, sometimes you think it's the other people, that the family members and friends who are also missing Shola, you think they're the ones who are irrational. So there's, you're back and forth, and I do like how they do that in the movie, but it felt like maybe it took a bit too long. I did enjoy it, I think. I don't know if I'd see it again, but I did enjoy it. But I do know that if it was up to me, I would have done things slightly differently if I was in charge of this movie. But yeah, if you guys go out and see To Freedom, let me know what you thought about it down in the comment section below. Lots of people go and see it out of curiosity, and I'm curious to find out or to learn how they would feel about the movie. Anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this movie review, even though I didn't really say much, I'm sorry, I didn't want to give away spoilers. If you enjoyed this review, please like it by clicking on the like button, and subscribe to my channel as well by clicking on the black subscribe button. You guys will notice that I'm doing things a bit differently this time around. This is the second review I'm doing this year, 2023. My style is a bit different. I'm trying things, trying new things this year. And let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. Hopefully, after a few of these videos in this new style and with the new things I try, we'll all get used to it, and it will mean a better experience for all involved. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to click the card in the corner of the screen to check out some of my other reviews and my other videos. Brotherhood is coming out on Prime Video on the 27th. So Brotherhood, everyone is going to be able to watch Brotherhood around the world, hopefully. So yeah, if you want to check out that review, you can click the card in the corner of the screen, or you can check out my review of Jide Oshiberu's other film, which came out on this weekend, The Trade, which I've also reviewed. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. I will catch you in the next one. Like, share, and subscribe. Take care, guys.